ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, organics of all ages. Today will be a roleplay topic discussion over something I have in my hand, which of course is a bunch of note cards. The note cards of course cover roleplay commandments. Whoa, 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 whoa. When Double R says whoa, I mean whoa. Let me explain what roleplay commandments are first before you go jumping out windows screaming, I'm offended! Stop. Stop that. Get some help. Don't do that. Crazy organics. Roleplay commandments are, in a nutshell, taking RP moans and moaning from 2 years back, finding the common ones that have about 10 moans per, making a list of common sense things that should be followed, but again, common sense, what is that? If people had common sense, it would not be a damn superpower, which we all know it is, because not everyone has common sense. But we take all that and we form them and formulate them into shortened, simple sentences of roleplay commandments, which are nothing, again, roleplay commandments are nothing more than a guide. You don't even have to follow the freaking guide. Do you follow game guides all the damn time? No, you get a game, you play, you have fun. That's what roleplay is. You go, you have fun. This is just a guide to make things a little bit better, a little bit more streamlined for you, for the player. Alright? And the reason why it's roleplay commandments is because if these were followed, a good chunk of the moanings and moans and complaints that keep coming up would not come up. Well, they probably would, because again, we go back to, yeah, that issue. Because, you know, reading, what's that? On text-based roleplay, what is reading? Anyway, with that being said, I have 26 here, which will be put out of order, and we have a number thing over. Huh. I'm pretty sure when I cover something or a number, it pops up there, and I'm pretty sure it'll go something like that. I don't know. I'll decide on that when we get there. But let's go ahead and get this started so you're not here all day and I'm not standing out here in a field looking like a jackass. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this over with before someone thinks I'm doing something illegal, which I'm not yet, but yet. Okay, let's start with the basics. For every action, there is going to be an equal and opposite reaction. This has been a saying for since the dawn of time. This has been a saying. And yet, here in roleplay, it's the same thing. Now, for those of you who are wondering, how is that even a roleplay commandment? Well, it's number 22 on the list. 22 out of 26. It's number 22. And it's because people can't, again, common sense, they don't have it. So, keep that in mind. Now we're going to go ahead and cover 1 through 7, because 1 through 7 are pretty much a simple bulk. The first one, roleplay commandment number 1, is pretty much the basics. All this is going to be over like your English, your grammar. Commandment 1 would say, try to separate your actions and your speech when you're in character. Try to separate them. It's not that hard. It's just try to keep them separated. Simple enough, right? Commandment 2, of course, would be spell check, minimize the use of emojis unless your character is using a phone or something. You get the idea. Minimize the use of those emojis in text speak, because your character does not go, TXT, learn to play newbie. Really, if your character does that, then I don't know. You probably actually need Buddha, Thor, Gandhi, Jesus, some sort of religious icon to help you get back on the straight and narrow. You're going to need a bigger guide than roleplay commandments. Roleplay commandments will not be a strong enough guide for you if that's what your characters are doing. Unless your characters are pretty much tech-savvy folk. Then, okay, maybe. Let's see, what else do we got? Use punctuation. Try to use proper grammar. Please use the words with the proper definitions. This is a big one that comes up because some people freak out about the word hues for eyes. I only freak out about it because hues is a tone of color. It's a hue of blue. So when you say hues for eyes, it's okay, tone of what? What is the tone? I'm looking at tones of what? And where are these tones at? That's why some people get upset about the word hues. You get the idea? Understand the basic definition. And if you're going to do the purple prose, super creative writing, at least use words within the zone of it. Okay? Commandment 3. Oh, it's upside down. Commandment 3 is actually a very controversial one. And I'm going to have to explain this one a little bit clearer, because everybody who's read this has either gone one to two ways, and it's bipolar. So Commandment 3, in a nutshell, is if you ask to role play with someone, you should be the one to send the starter. Hold on. Like I said, this is a bipolar commandment. This one gets people to go on one or two ends, and they fight, and there's a battle royal, and I laugh because I just hit the little remote button, and night collars explode, and people die, and if you get the reference, you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, I kind of put it in there. Anyway, the point is, the Commandment 3 about they should send a starter is all saying simply this. If you're asking someone to role play with you, you should have an idea of a storyline in general. You don't have to have all the details worked out. You don't have to have all the kinks worked out. You just have a general idea. Hey, maybe your brother got kidnapped. My character doesn't have a brother. Well, is there some sort of storyline like that we can do, or do you have an idea? Simple. Just throw something out there. That's it. You just throw something out to them when you're plotting. Just throw something out. That's all that means. You're taking initiative, you throw something out. That's all people want. Because when you throw something out, that gives them something to bounce off of. A lot of people, that's how they are. They just want to bounce off of it. So they come up with an idea, bada boom, bada bing, we go on, okay? That's all it is. It's nothing major. It's nothing awe-inducing like everyone sees it as. But again, going back to looking at definitions, you kind of get it. You got it, right? Let's stop doing that. Roleplay commandment number 4, of course, is don't slide within. Don't slide in the DMs. Do not slide. Don't do it. It does not go down in the DM. Stop that. Get some help. Seriously. If you go into someone's DM, at least be upfront with your intention. That's all Commandment 4 is saying. If you're going in there just for the lewd, go in there saying, hey, I'm here for them titties. Doesn't hear Bill Cosby. No. Just be upfront with your intention. Alright? If you're going there to plot, then go there to plot. Don't go there to say you're there to plot and then all of a sudden you're trying to work your character into No! Stop that! Get some more help! Let's move on. Okay, I have it in the right order. Roleplay Commandment 5. When out of character, try not to use Jewish guilt. The common way Roleplay Commandment 5 is actually written is, don't drop lines like, I hope they ship with me. What person will actually say ship? What character will actually sit there and go, well, gee, I'm hoping Catwoman ships with me, because I'm Batman. And that's what I do. I want ships with cats. You're a flying rodent and she's a cat. She should smack you out the sky. You see what I'm saying? As a character, you definitely don't want to do that. At OC, don't try to sneak it in there to try to manipulate someone to do it. Just stop that. Don't do that. Next one. Roleplay commandment number 6 would be age of consent for age of consent. Here we go. Here's the battle royal. Stand your ground! Point being, age of consent is something to worry about on the outside, on the metagame side. Real life wise, an adult role-playing with a minor, that's fine. Role-playing, fine. Lewd, no. Role-play, fine. Lewd, no. Role-play, fine. Lewd, no. Big Daddy, hit girl. Okay. Big Daddy bending hit girl over a table. No! Because that's how you get yourself in trouble. Don't do that. Stop. I don't believe I have to say this, but again, it's Roleplay Commandment 5. 5. That means it wasn't even that far down the list. There's 26 of these, and it's number 5. That tells you how many times this has come up. Of course, roleplay commandment number 7 is try not to flip or create a character just for someone else. I've done it 3 times, and a lot of other people have done it before, and the number one issue that people have when they flip or create a character for someone else typically means by the time you're done creating, they're already bored with their character and they, oh no, I changed my character. I'm sorry to have bothered you. It's a waste of time, well, a waste of your time. Now, if they're going to stay there for certain and they gave you their word and you do it and they still flip, that's on them. That's not exactly your issue. So take it for what it's worth. Again, these are guides, these are not absolute law. But you say commandment, that means absolute law. They're guides. They're freaking guides. Chill. So roleplay commandment 16 would be players. Okay, your player is godlike to your character because you are pretty much the one that's in control. You control their destiny, you control what they do. So in your character's case, yeah, you might be God. You might be all powerful. To your character. I can't stress this one enough. This is where modding and God modding and all that stuff comes in because people go, well, I can control my character, which means I can control your character. No, none of that. Shame on you for even thinking that. Go home, get some milk. Rethink your strategies. Then come back and try again. Roleplay commandment 25, of course, is over originality. Try not to copy people's username. Try not to copy their header. Try not to copy their quote. Try not to copy their pinned tweet. Try not to copy their exact style. Try not to copy everything about the character. If they're doing Batman, for example, and they're using Ben Affleck, you don't have to use exactly Ben Affleck. You can look through the line, you can see Adam West, you can go to Michael Keaton, you can go over and you can get Christian Bale, you can go and get George Clooney, you can go and get Robert Downey Jr. for Batman for all I frickin' care, even though that would be very weird, but you know, whatever the face claim that you think works, or the player base, or the play-by, or whatever type of face claim that you think would work great for your Batman, do that. And if you do happen to come across the same face claim, example, if you're both deciding to use Ben Affleck, and he goes, my username is @CapedJustice, then for the love of all that is even remotely holy, unholy, shadow, light, whatever you want to go based on, if you want to worship Thor or Odin, go for it. I don't give a crap right now, but by all that is within that realm of what the hell isms, don't sit there and go, I'm Caped Vengeance 01. I'm Caped Vengeance X. Haha! I'm the superior Caped Vengeance. Haha! A little originality would be nice, just a touch. And could you change your Abby from the exact one that they have? I know they have 28,000 followers, and you want a piece of that pie. And you're hoping maybe, just maybe, someone would get confused when they do a reply to get to you, and then you can prove that you are the better one. You are superior. So they reply to you, and then they share yours instead because you're the superior one. You're Caped Vengeance X. No, stop that. Stop being a mooch, be a little bit original. I understand canon characters have a little bit of an issue, but try to be a little original. Just a little bit, just a touch. Okay, that's all that one is saying. Gee whiz, I can go on rants, but I'm minimizing how many rants I'm doing right now because, like I said, when I do my rant video, I'm going full throttle. I'm not going to give an F. So, within the roleplay commandments, there are 2 sub-levels. There is level of irony, which is, as it sounds, level of irony. Someone makes a mention of something that's very ironic. And then, of course, on the other side, there's laws of the land, which again are more common sense things, but it's more the things of, I can't believe I have to say this. So, for example, we have level of irony. You make a canon character, but then you turn around and you block all same canon characters. So, for example, if you make, say, Sailor Moon, you decide to go out and you block all the other Sailor Moons. Because if they roleplay with you, they only roleplay with your Sailor Moon. Screw the multiverse. Screw that idea. You're the only Sailor Moon that anyone ever needs, ever. Stop that. Stop it. Roleplay is supposed to be fun. Stop being a douche. Stop. And another level of irony that I always have fun with. A person will claim that there is no more originality in the world. And they say this from a canon character. Kind of lost the plot there, didn't you? Just a wee bit. Just kind of lost the plot. It left like my card. Yeah. Okay, let's continue on. Law of the land. Like I said, this is something that I don't believe I have to say, but here we are. So one of the laws of the land happens to be remembering one basic thing. Is that your account? No, it's not your account? That's not your account, huh? Not your account? Then shut up about what they're doing. Unless they're breaking the law, shut up about what they are doing. They want to roleplay that way? Let them roleplay that way. Why do I even have to say that? Another law of the land that will come up will be one that comes up with Roleplay Commandment 26. Try to source your art and name, your base claims, player buys, whatever, PBs, FCs, name them. If you're using someone's art, try, for the love of all, try to source it. At least once. If you're gonna use the same art or the same artist over and over again, have a moment, have something set off to the side where you just go, boop, from this person. It's not that difficult, because like Commandment 26 says, if you are so lazy that you cannot source your art, if you're so lazy that you cannot name the face claim you're using or PB that you're using, if you're so lazy you can't do either of those, then how or why would they roleplay with you when they know that you're not going to put in the effort to even source art, let alone reply to a storyline, reply on the TL, reply to the DMs, reply to the PMs? How are they even going to assume or presume that you're going to give any effort if you cannot even give the effort to source art or name the face claim? That's a big one to worry about. Now, I know. Some people will sit there, oh, but you're not giving respect to the artist and yada, yada, yada. Again, I defend roleplay, okay? I defend roleplay. I don't care about all this little stuff in the long run. It's for roleplay purposes. And in roleplay purposes, if you cannot even name your face claim, if you cannot source art even once, now, if you source it once and people can't find where you sourced it, that's fine, have it ready. But if you can't even source the art in a general sense, it shows that you're lazy. And if it shows that you're lazy, then it doesn't matter how pretty you think your stuff is. They already see that you're lazy. You're not going to keep up with a storyline. You're not going to keep up with a role play. So why even bother? That's what it comes out to. Keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Roleplay Commandment 19. Just because your character shows up in a storyline, especially with other people or in a group, that does not immediately mean that your character, even if it's a canon character who happens to be a main character all the damn time, is not the main character of that storyline. Do you know what I mean by this? That means if you come into a thing, Krillin is fighting Cell for whatever reason. They're fighting. Bop, 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 bop. You come in with Batman. Da, 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 da. What is going on here? I'm sorry, Bats, but you're not the main character of this story. It's great that you're here, and there can be some interaction, but you're not the main character of the story. Pretty straightforward, I would think. Which brings this back around to Law of the Land for that one. Your character is not the center of the universe for everyone else's character. 9 out of 10 times, everyone else's character is the center of their own universe. They are the main characters of their own lives. Per se. You following? Which means just because you jump into a roleplay with them doesn't mean you're the main character of that storyline. Especially if there's a group of people. Know your role. Roleplay Commandment 21, of course, brings out the basics. Not all characters want this. Not all characters want that. And in a lot of cases, not all characters want sex. Now, a lot of them may. A lot of them do. If you're role-playing something like Johnny Bravo, there's a high probability that if you're talking to a young woman, you're probably going to want sex because you're Johnny freaking Bravo. That's kind of his thing. That's where it goes. That's how it works. That's the way the ball bounces. That's the way the cookie crumbles. But if you're role-playing something like, I don't know, Apocalypse, he's not exactly eager to be like, come here. No, he's not worried about that. All right, let's move on. Roleplay Commandment 23. Read. Read bios. Read bios. Read bios. Read. Read a bio. Read the bio. If you're gonna roleplay with somebody, read the bio. Just read the bio. But reading is hard. I don't want to do homework when I roleplay. Read. Frickin' read. Because if I find out one more AU is getting reamed out by someone because you couldn't take 5 seconds to look on his bio and go, oh, this Bobby Drake is straight. He is AU from the current timeline. Oh! You couldn't take 5 seconds to do that, so you freak out on him, and the poor guy's like, it's right there on the pinned tweet. It's like the second sentence. You couldn't even read down to 2 sentences? Read the bio. Read the bio. Read the bio. That's what it's for. That said, Roleplay Commandment 24 is for the canon characters. Come in real close here. Come here. I get that you want to roleplay the Flash. I do. I get that. A lot of people want to roleplay speedsters. I'm with you. Good on you. Could you at least do a little bit of homework on them instead of having the Flash, or Barry Allen in this case, run, take a step off a car, fly 76 miles into outer space, slap the sun, spin it around, and then send the sun flying at Batman because Batman said that his tights look weird? Could we not do that? Could I not have Dragon Ball Barry Allen, please? Roleplay Commandment 24. That's all it's saying. Take a moment and do a little bit of research so you know what your characters do. Just a little bit. Not asking for much. You don't have to be the lore master. You don't need to know everything from Barry Allen from the date of his conception to the date of his death. Don't need to worry about all that. Just have some idea what he's doing. Okay? Just a little idea. Roleplay Commandment 24 goes with this Law of the Land as well. If you're an AU, if your character is AU, I'm alternate universe Vegeta, where I went to Earth and I smacked down Kakarot, I crushed Broly, I revived Raditz, we are now the Saiyan Elite Force that crushed Frieza's army, we smacked around the Ginyus. It was a good day. If you're going AU like that, make a note. Just say, hey, I'm going AU. This character is AU. Have some sort of notation so people are aware that you're AU, okay? Which, of course, also comes back to OCs. Yeah, Law of the Land for OCs. If you are making an OC, work on your bio. At least a little bit, work on your bio. If I find one more bio, this character's an OC. Pin tweet. Nothing. Bio. Nothing. But they're role-playing with people. So what's your character's abilities? oh, if I told you that, you would just metagame. No, no, no. I need to know your abilities in general, so I know if they work or not, for one. And for two, I need to be aware so you're not just pulling shit out your ass. I know, cussing, I'm sorry. But let's be honest. A lot of OCs get flack for being god mods because that's what people do. They omit skills, they omit powers. And then when something goes wrong, they're like, oh, no, I have that. I have that power. I have that. I had to take from my roleplay notebook, put all that onto my characters. Because again, people don't know my notebook. I can't sit there and be like, hey, look, notes. Roleplay Commandment 8. Real life is greater than roleplay. If you got stuff to do in real life, go do it. If people cannot wait for your response, F them. Sorry. Real life takes precedence. Which of course this comes back to law of the land. Real life politics don't mean jack to characters. Characters don't care. Characters don't care. Characters don't care. And of course, Roleplay Commandment 9 is more about gender. Women can write for men, men can write for women. And before you sit there and go, that's not true, do you watch movies? Do you? Have you heard of Hunger Games? Have you? Have you heard of Harry Potter? Game of Thrones. You heard of that show? How about Walking Dead? Huh? Oh, hey, how about Shakespeare? Huh? Have you seen the Batman movies? Have you seen the Superman movies? Have you seen those comic book movies? People can write whatever they damn well want. Okay? I shouldn't have to be any clearer than this. And I shouldn't have to say that, but here we are. Roleplay Commandment 10. In character does not equal real life. Roleplay Commandment number 11. Yeah, I'm not even touching 10 because that's dirt. Real life items, school, job, appointments, etc. take precedence. Sorry. If real life politics need to take a backseat to the character, real life items superseding. Alright? Roleplay Commandment 12. Know your limits. Know your limits. If you got 500 characters and you're only on 3 ever, within a month, you're only on 3 ever. Yeah, my elbow's itching. Then you might want to go ahead and just kind of stop that right now. Just stop making characters. You're never going to use those other characters. You just have them there. And yet you want to have all 500 be in a meaningful relationship. Yeah, maybe with each other, because there's no other way they're going to get them. Focus. Roleplay Commandment 13, of course, would be don't let people command who you roleplay with. That's pretty simple, right? Which of course goes back to the laws of the land of try not to badmouth people. Don't cry about pushback if you do badmouth somebody. And if you really have a problem with certain words, don't roleplay with those kind of people. Roleplay Commandment 14. Refrain from and minimize cross roleplay and metagame knowledge. Minimize. Because some of y'all just can't do it, so minimize. Again, I don't believe I had to say half of these because these should be common sense. But here we are. Roleplay Commandment 15, minimize metagaming. Well, if 14 says you gotta minimize crossing, 15 is minimize the metagaming part. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward, right? Which leads to Roleplay Commandment 17, which is block, mute, unfollow, should have at least some level of reasoning behind it. Just a little bit of reasoning. You don't like their politics. Okay. Boom. Out. Oh, this girl's role-playing a guy. Ugh, I can't handle that. I'm blocking him. It's a stupid reason, but for you it's a legit reason, so go ahead. At least have some sort of reason. Not just because, oh, this person talks to this person who talked to that person who happened to talk to this guy who said Comicsgate was a thing that's going on. If I had to play 17 Degrees of Bacon just to figure out why you block somebody, that's not a good reason to block them. Let's see, what else? Account size, of course, doesn't matter. That's roleplay commandment 18. Account size doesn't matter. It doesn't. It really doesn't. It doesn't. I've seen those with like 15,000 followers, and their roleplay comes down to sneezes, and everyone jumps the gun. Oh my god! This blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl with big boobs sneezed. Ah! Notice me! Yeah, that's the level of roleplay they do. One word. And some of y'all get upset about a sentence and a line. Nah, one word. Have fun with that. Roleplay with that. Have fun. Good luck. Roleplay commandment 20. Don't use your real life status to lurk on your roleplay partner so you can play the victim later. Don't do that. That's, come on, son. Come on, son. That's just, don't do that. And that's it for the roleplay commandments themselves, all right?